Hello and welcome to another The Race Zone channel video. Today I will preview stage 13, Queen stage of this year's Vuelta 2023, and as always I will give a short recap of the stage 12. So we will look at the profile, we will look at the course, we will look at the weather, the favorites, bookmakers odds, and talk about the tactics and race strategy. So let's move on to the stage 13. It starts in France, in the city of Formigal, Huesca-la-Maya. And then we have 4.4 kilometers long climb called Puerto de Portalet. And there is the border between France and Spain. So that is the point where the race enters France, where it will race for the rest of the stage. It is a really short stage, 135 kilometers, but after that first small climb we have a long descent, and then it's up all day long. So at the 32nd kilometers at the famous town of La Rune, which features many times in the Tour de France, we go to the first major climb of the day, and that is called Obisque. We will look at the profile of this climb a bit later. Then some descent that is split in two halves. Then we reach Las Gongon, and then we have the second climb, famous Col de la Spandelle. Here we saw Pogacar attacking Jonas Vingegaard multiple times last year. A really steep climb. We will also look at the profile a bit later. Then long descent, some 15 kilometers, and then we enter the valley. Now what I checked, and tomorrow in the valley there will be almost no wind at all. So if we see someone attack on the Col de Spandelle, and if they have a satellite rider in the breakaway, they can really make some important gains. I think that at least Jumbo-Visma will try to attack with one of three guys, maybe even UAE. So it will be one hell of a stage. I will talk about it a bit later. Now let's just look how the stage ends. We have that valley, and then once we reach the Lung Saint-Savoie, we climb the famous Col du Tourmalet all the way to 2,115 meters of elevation, where we have the finishing line. So I am really looking forward to this stage. Like I said, here we start in Spain, in Formigal, then we go in France, through the Col d'Aubisque, Col de Spandelle, then here is that valley from Argel-Gastoz all the way to Luz Saint-Sauveur, and here is the famous Col de Tourmalet. So incredible stage, great design by ASO, Amaury Sports Organization, the organizers of the Vuelta. So this is called Obisque. It is some 16 kilometers long climb. Here I think we will see a great battle for the breakaway. Yes, that first climb 4.4 kilometers, but I think it's too short to make a significant breakaway. A lot of guys will want to go UAE, Jumbo, Soudal, Bora probably as well. Ineos will try to get in a breakaway, so it will be hell. Even on this descent, I think someone will try to go away, but Col d'Aubisque is the perfect opportunity to create some gaps, capitalize on that on the descent, and then hope to stay in front of the group on the Col de Spandelle. And the Col de Spandelle is a real beast, 10 kilometers, but it has 14, 11, 12, 15, 13, 12, 13, incredibly steep. I remember Rafa Majka having problems on this climb. In last year's Tour de France, it was that steep that he even injured himself, and that left Pogacar isolated, but still he managed to compete with Jonas and attack him. And then we have the final climb to Tourmalet. It is not as steep. Only in the end we have some ramps of 11 and 13%, but it is incredibly long, some almost 19 kilometers. So this is a stage that on paper doesn't really suit Remco. We have three major climbs. I know people will say, yeah, well, maybe Remco won the Vuelta and everything, but this is the kind of stage that he is the most vulnerable, let's say, if not that it doesn't suit him. And the weather will be maybe a bit rainy. This is on the Tourmalet, and there will be light breeze from the north. That means that it will be like crosswind, but it will be tailwind in the valley. So if someone attacks on the Spondel, then it will be an advantage for them, and maybe a bit of rain on the roads. But when we see this kind of forecast, then I don't expect much rain. So this is like I said, this they use this road to get to Le Saint-Sauveur, and this is where it will be a tailwind at around like 3 or 4 p.m. tomorrow. So let's see who the bookmakers have as the favorites. They have Jonas Vingegaard as the favorite, but 4.75. So they are not really sure if he's going to win. I think that tomorrow is a GC day for sure. Those kind of short stages tend to favor GC guys. We will see a lot of action in the first half, and then once the pace kicks off, then the breakaway really didn't build a big advantage. Also, breakaway will feature many guys that will be just helpers or satellite riders for the guys in the GC, so they will not really contribute to winning the stage. They will rather ride for their leaders. Then they have Remco at 11. Now I think this is probably too short of an odd for Remco, but if he wins tomorrow, then I think that he will win the whole Vuelta. Romain Bardet, Sepp Kuss, Wout Poels, Juan Ayuso. Now Juan Ayuso is really interesting alongside Jumbo guys. I think they are the three favorites, but also maybe Lennart Kamna can try from the breakaway, Enric Mas, Marc Soler, but Joao Almeida also for UAE. So I think those two teams, Jumbo and UAE, will be really strong. They have three guys in the GC. Soler and Kuss are like, let's say, very similar in the GC, only 26 seconds behind between them. Then we have Vingegaard and Roglic, who are some 30 and almost a minute behind, or a minute and 10 behind Remco, and then the two UAE guys, Almeida 2:16, 2:25. So they are really close, like Kuss and Soler, Roglic and Almeida, Ayuso and Vingegaard. So it will be really interesting who will cover whom. What will Remco do? He's isolated probably. Enric Mas as well. They will be like on their own. Bora will have two guys, Vlasov and Uitebrox. Ineos will still be going for the stage win. I think they will try something for sure. Maybe Bernard, maybe Thomas, but they just don't have the power here. But still, they're going to try. So, like I said, this is a thrilling stage. This is the Queen stage. I can't wait to see what happens. And I have to ask you for a favor. Please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me. I only have like 153 subscribers, and my goal is to reach at least 200 subscribers by the time the Vuelta finishes. So please help me doing that. Like, share, comment. Tell me who do you think will win tomorrow. Who will be in the breakaway? Will the breakaway succeed? Will the GC guys win? Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and bye.